For our snowflake craft, we have two different sheets here, and there are two different projects you can do. So the first one I'm going to show is with this blue sheet, and for this one you are going to use these little squares of tissue paper. So you can go ahead and get those out. Now if you have a really young toddler, this first step you might want to go ahead and do because it might be a little bit too challenging for them, but basically all you're going to do is fold or squish up these little pieces of paper, and then we're going to make a whole pile of these little, we can even call them little snowballs. You can try even maybe handing them one piece of the tissue paper at a time, and then they can help you squish. The trickiest part sometimes is just that they get stuck to each other, and separating them can be difficult. One little tip trick that you can do is if you have a wet cloth or something nearby and you get your finger wet on the cloth and then put it on the tissue paper, it'll actually stick to your finger like that. But we're going to go ahead and make a bunch of these little balls here, and then I will show you what's next. I've got quite a pile of my little tissue paper bits here, and you'll probably have a lot more than you actually need, so you can save this for another project, or if you end up needing more, you can make some more of these. So for the next part you're going to need some glue. Just got my Elmer's glue here. You do want to use liquid glue for this because just a glue stick probably is not going to stick. But then you're going to draw a line, and either you can do this or you can have your child do this part. We're going to try and draw a glue line on our snowflake. So both the squishing up of the little tissue paper and using glue are both really great fine motor strength building activities for children. All right, almost there. Okay, oh, I forgot a piece down here. All right, and now all we're gonna do is just get these little tissue papers and stick them on like that. And if you want to do some kind of pattern, you could, or just kind of stick them wherever. It's up to your child where they do that. I think I'm going to have a lot of extras actually. I finished putting on all my little pieces, and now I have this puffy, fluffy little snowflake art. I actually didn't end up with quite as many extras as I thought, but definitely enough to do another project if you wanted. And if your child enjoyed this, you could just get any kind of paper. They could make any kind of lines they want and just do the same idea on their glue lines. So that is the first snowflake, and next we will get to the other one. For our next snowflake art activity, you're going to need this white page, some paints, and a little pom-pom that was included in your bag. This is going to be what we're using to paint with. We'll call it our little snowball. So I know a lot of times we think of blues and whites for winter, but I thought it'd be fun to mix it up a little bit, and you can definitely do that at home too. So please feel free to have your child pick out whatever colors they want. I picked out some orange and pink and purple today. I've got my paints ready, and then this is going to be our little brush here. And a great thing about this is they are going to have to use that pincher grasp, which I'm sure I probably talked about this in other videos, but the reason why we encourage so many fine motor activities and the use of the pincher grasp in preschool is because that's what they're going to need later on when they get to handwriting. And if they have not had much practice, handwriting is going to be a lot more difficult. So I'm dipping my snowball in my paint. I'm going to paint my snowflakes. You can just do dot, 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 dot. I think this one needs a little purple. So they don't necessarily have to stay in the snowflakes. You might end up with a colorful page all over, and that's fine too. The fun part of this is just being able to paint with the snowball for our brush. I ended up painting mine pretty quick. Look, there they are. So if your child enjoyed this, you could get any kind of blank paper and they could do some more painting with their snowball. Those are our snowflake projects for the week. I've got my colorful snowflakes and then my fluffy tissue paper snowflake here. So I hope you have fun, friends. See you next time.